everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 716 on this beautiful Thursday night. Man, what a great day. It was a great day.
It was a beautiful day.
It was a great day to be in Kona family. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Regardless of the weather out there. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that answers all the text messages, phone calls for the Kona phone. But you're not here for that. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7.
What up?
Yeah. Look at her what-upping. Like it was 1994.
That's right.
All right, everybody. She's gonna show you how to get those licenses because tonight we got the test-taking techniques. So skills that pays the bills is what we all want, right, Brandy?
That is exactly.
It is the difference maker, and what a difference maker it has been.
Yes.
It has been a great day, and let me tell you that, but we'll get into that in just a moment. But first, we want to just say the weekend's approaching. You got to make sure that you guys are staying consistent. Consistent.
Hey, can I take weekends off?
No. I don't know. Let me ask you this. Can I take weekends off? Great question, Brady.
Thanks.
Great question.
Thank you.
Let me ask you.
Thank you. Yeah.
How quickly do you want to achieve your goals?
Well, I want to get it done like right away. I want to get it done fast, but I'm always busy on the weekends.
Well, every weekend you take off sets you back a week on those goals.
Oh yeah. It's a holiday weekend too.
And it's a holiday weekend. And some people are just like totally zoned out after like Friday afternoon. They're gone. They're just like Friday afternoon, they're gone until about Tuesday morning when they realize they just really took a whole 3 to 4 days off of their goals. Everything that they were working for, everything that they learned has all been reversed in a matter of a weekend.
Hey, you know what I know about goals? They don't take weekends off.
They don't take weekends off.
Mm-mm.
Goals never take weekends off. Do you know what else doesn't take weekends off?
What?
Your bills.
The
bills never take weekends off.
That is true.
You know what else doesn't take weekends off? If you're a parent, the responsibilities you have to fulfill, they never take a weekend off.
No, they do not.
No.
No.
Do you know what else doesn't take weekends off? Time. Time just keeps going.
I've heard
Time keeps slipping out of your hand into the future. It's because you're not paying attention and you gotta stop tripping and listen to Pink Floyd. That's what I'm gonna tell you. You need to get off that cloud.
Yeah.
You need to stop popping the shrooms and just realize that today is right now and stop doing that. Stop letting time slip away. Time doesn't slip away. You just wasted it.
Ooh.
You just wasted. That's just another word for wasting time.
It is.
And I'm just telling you guys, as it is a Memorial weekend and everybody else is doing it's always the same thing. Everybody else is going to a barbecue. Everybody else is partying. Everybody else gets to have fun except me. That's the wrong attitude to have.
That is not PMA.
That everybody else is not going to have the life that you want. How about that? Everybody else is going to wish they had your life. Everybody else is going to ask you, how did you get there? Everybody else is going to say, wow, you're really lucky. Everybody else is not going to realize how much hard work it really was. Everybody else is not willing to sacrifice. Everybody else is not willing to pay the price. I'm just saying, don't be like everybody else, or you'll be saying that about somebody else.
It's true. Man, they got lucky.
No, luck. You know what the worst thing?
At a barbecue lately.
Do you know what the worst thing you could say to somebody like Brandy and I? You're lucky. There was no luck. There's no luck. Hard work, sacrifice. There's no luck in that.
Some elbow grease.
No, luck is like I found it on the ground. Like I was lucky that someone let $100 bill slip out of their pocket at the park. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say shiny penny.
Shiny penny or whatever.
Better.
That's luck.
$100.
You know what I mean? And nobody wants it.
True.
There's not a person around to give it to, right? I guess that's luck, right? And it has your name on it. So it's not even like stealing. It actually has your name on it. You're like, wow, that's lucky, right? Lucky's that dryer dollar you found.
Ooh, I love dryer money.
You know what I mean? Take your clothes out of the dryer and you realize, wow, I didn't even know I had that. Lucky day. That's luck.
You know what's... Never mind. Keep going.
My point is, you don't need to have luck. You just make it. You make your own luck. You make your own way. And the way it is you got to give up these Memorial Days. And if you really want to get out there and you're like, oh, I can network, meet with family. Yeah, that's true. You should.
Yeah.
But do you know how you make sure you get your goals done? You don't stop.
No.
You just get it done earlier.
That's right.
Earlier in the day. You make it happen earlier in the day. Wake up a little earlier. Stay up a little bit later. I know it's a concept. Some people are like, well, I might be a little, on Memorial, I might actually drink too much and I might not feel it at the end of the evening. Well, if you can't control yourself, then do the studying in the morning. Set yourself up for success, not failure. Make all the things happen before you lose your control, right?
That's right.
But I will warn this, and this will be the last thing, and we'll get right into the test taking techniques on Thursday. This is super important, every single one of you. It is 2023. There is no reason to be driving under the influence.
No, man.
None. There's Uber, there's Lyft, there's a friend, there's cell phones, right? This is not 1978, right?
Right.
There's like plenty of options out there besides yellow cab.
Right. Or hitchhiking.
Or hitchhike. That's not a good idea.
Don't do that, please.
Right? Take a bus. Whatever you got to do, but do not drink and drive. Do not be under the influence and drive. Number one, it's not safe, right? We can hurt somebody, hurt yourself. There's a lot of things you can at risk there. But one of the other things too, even if you're buzzed, right? I feel like a billboard on the freeway. Buzz driving is drunk driving, right? But here's the thing: you get a DUI, strong chance you won't be able to get these licenses.
Felony conviction.
So do not do something silly like that.
Correct.
Right? Keep your brain, keep your sense, stay on track, and make sure you do. If you do go out there and do something, be smart.
Be smart. Be safe.
Be smart, be safe. That's my advice for the holiday weekend before we get into this, before we lose you.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's get after it. We're going to go into it real quick. We're going to get after this commercial. If you haven't joined us and you haven't been in the member area, it's less me, more Brandy. That sums it up right there. More topics, more test taking techniques, more help, more access, more live questions, more answers. We got all that great stuff, plus content you can understand, plus audio to play in a podcast player. It's all that you need. So join up, hit the link in the chat, or scan the QR code right there, and that way you can see how we do it. How do you know? Orientation Replay explains everything that we have, paid, free. Study guides available for the SIE 663, $20. We even have ones for the 26, but it's only $10. You got to be a member though. We also have the Kona community, the Discord. We talked about that last night. We showed what's going on with that. Make sure to join in the Kona community. Memorial weekend, you're being a good boy, good girl, right? Staying inside, not doing anything wrong. I'm going to study because I heard Andy and his sacrifices.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead. Well, guess what? There's a whole Kona community that's on there. They're just like you. They're studying too. You can ask questions. You can get on there, start your own live quiz on there. Shoot, there's all kinds of ways to do that. And if you don't know how to do that, hit Jamie up over there. Just say, yeah, Jamie, please help me. I want to do a live quiz. She'll run on there. She'll at least help you out and get that thing going. So we got all kinds of great people in there, just like Jamie, just like Mark. There's all kinds of awesomeness. Be in there. If you find yourself studying, don't do it alone. We got a whole community behind you. We got 866-8KONA. That's where you can find me. We also have a Telegram, guys. You can get all this information on that QR code. Just scan it. Brandy's on the Discord. One quick reminder, tomorrow is Your Question Friday, 63-65. Fun starts at 7 a.m., ends at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Or no, 8 a.m. It ends, right? No.
Starts at 10, ends at 1.
There you go.
Pacific time.
That's it. Back to back. Your questions, you bring them, we answer them. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next, Brandy? SIE live recording. We're going after it. Live recording. We are almost done with all our SIE content. We're rounding the bases, as they say. We're almost home.
We're at third base.
We're at third base, so we're almost there. This is a special Zoom code that we do just for the $1,500 tier. You can join in there. Check out how we record this. We're including our members in on this experience. They can actually ask questions as Brandy goes over. Tomorrow is
types of accounts.
Types of accounts. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Types of accounts is always a loved topic. Everybody loves that one. 529s, right?
529s, IRAs, individuals, TODs, POAs.
So if you like any of that talk,
JTWROS. I'm trying to think of all of them.
That Zoom code, that email will hit your email box tomorrow about an hour before the session starts. Just that way you guys have it. You don't forget about it, because I've been doing it the night before and I find that people find it easier if it hits an hour before the session. So I'm going to have it drop at the hour before, and it'll be that special code to get in there. It's not the regular one, it's the special one. Yeah. So check that time. All right, we got schedule changes happening in June. Make sure to check your email box, as they are we're going to put more out there on Patreon to make sure you guys are aware. Live sessions are changing up. Like I told people, in June, we are going to move those 4 o'clock sessions that we have on Tuesday and Thursday to different times and dates. So there's a little bit of a graphic there that kind of shows what's going on, but I will have those going out to people's email boxes soon, and I'll be posting it everywhere.
Yeah.
ASAP. So that's going to be happening next week. So now it's safe to say next week will be changes.
Starting on Thursday.
All right. If you're not following us, I wish you would, because when they give me a picture and they let me know, we add another one to the what?
Hall of Fame.
The Kona Hall of Fame.
Kona Hall of Fame.
Because we got a passer. Yes, we got a passer. One I have to say is a special shout out to we had somebody he left a message with Brandy on the Discord. If you're that person and you sent your pass notice to Brandy, please answer my Discord questions so that way I can post you everywhere. But we did have somebody who passed the SIE. I'm not going to get into it because I want to hear more about how he passed and all that great stuff.
I agree.
But we had a great SIE passer pass. Finally got that thing done. Been struggling with it.
Yep.
It was like third attempt.
Yep.
Third attempt, got it out. And so I'll be posting that hopefully over the weekend. I'll get him out there at SIE passer.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, I already posted some stuff from Ben Chan. Why can't I say it now?
I don't know.
Chandia. He's our firefighter. Check him out in his firefighter turnouts.
Yes.
It was a great picture.
Cool. Yeah.
And he'll be on Monday to talk about that. But I would check out that post as well.
Yes.
But I'm here to talk about this one gentleman.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Last Thursday, I'll pull back the curtain here. Last Thursday, I met with his team.
Yeah.
And we were just having like a good old, like, orientation of what we can do and all this great stuff.
Yeah.
And this is a different team because this is my good friend Danny Masood. He's our student.
Mm-hmm.
Got all his licenses with us. Now he's like going for the $1 million earner run.
Yeah, he's SVP now.
He's SVP. He's got his own empire that we helped build.
His RVPs.
Quite a bit. All of his RVPs are all our students.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so he's on the next round.
Yep.
Of getting his next round of RVPs together and getting them licensed. And we were meeting with the next crew.
Mm-hmm.
And this young man, he hasn't met us yet, really.
No,
he didn't know what to expect in this. And let's just say he was distracted.
A little.
And I called him out.
A little. Yeah, he did.
And you know what he did? He responded this way. He's all, not only am I going to sign up for your program,
right,
but I'm going to show you guys how serious I am, because you just basically said I'm not serious. And I'm going to show you what I am serious.
Dude.
7 days later, here we are, passed the SIE exam, knocked it out in a week, scheduled it, knocked it out, done. And here we are, exactly 7 days from when he started with us.
Literally 7 days. Yep.
Took all the test taking technique stuff from us, took, all this great stuff. I would go on and on about it, but just let that marinate in your brains, guys. Some of y'all are so scared to take these exams because you're like, I don't know. Look at 7 day commitment from this guy.
Yep.
Passed, right?
Yep.
Knocked it out.
Heck yeah.
So I can go on and on about it, but I want to say congratulations to Angel Gonzalez on passing the SIE. This is one of many, but I can go on and on about you, but I don't want to, because I want you to go tell all the fine people on here how you got this thing done. And thank you for being on.
Yes, of course. Anytime, Andy and Brandy, you guys helped me out a lot in order to pass this SIE. So it's an honor to speak in front of this crowd of people.
How old are you?
I'm only 19, and I'm planning on getting fully licensed by the end of the year, because that's my goal. I want to get it done, and I'm gonna get it done.
Son, listen to me. 4th of July, you will be at the pool with your little, what do they call those things? Those things that are like little glow things, you know,
The sparklers?
the sparkler. He's going to be on the side of the pool with a sparkler, bringing in 4th of July, fully licensed. End of the year, my friend. You're going to be fully licensed by July 4th. Mark
Yes,
my
yes, I will.
words. Mark my words.
Thanks so much. Okay, so some of the tips I would have for you guys. The videos are amazing to watch. But as Brandy mentioned earlier to us during a call, most of the learning is going to happen during quizzes, and it's going to be a kind of a trial and run, right? You're gonna get bad scores maybe on the quizzes. You're gonna get 50s or maybe even lower because I got a 30 sometimes, right? A 30% on quizzes after watching a video. But then slowly you're gonna start grasping those concepts on the quizzes just from taking quizzes over and over again and just repetition. You have to stay consistent because, like Andy said, if you study one day, right, and then don't study for 4 days, you're gonna forget most of the stuff that you learned in that one day. So you got to stay consistent. I stayed consistent every day. I would wake up, early, study from 7 to 9 a.m. And those 2 hours were just studying time. Like I focused just on that. Nothing else distracted me, and I just quizzed, watched videos. And towards the end of the day, at 9 p.m. when I was winding down, getting ready to go to bed, I would always take a quiz in order to make sure that I'm grasping all of the concepts that I needed to grasp. That's just what I did in order to pass the exam. The exam was pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I was really prepared for it, so I was not nervous going into it.
Test taking techniques, and then you mentioned to me that there was about good 10 questions you didn't even know, and you just techniqued it out.
Yeah, the test taking techniques were amazing. Like I suggest you guys really sit down, watch all of the videos, take all of Brandy's advice on test taking techniques, because there was like 10 questions that I wasn't 100% sure on, and I managed to get it down to at least 2 answers, A or B, let's say, and just bring it down to a 50-50 instead of a 25% chance, right? You have a way better chance if you eliminate some of the answers. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to say, and this is cool. So I'm going to tell you guys this. I told him, I'm all, hey, take a Series 6 simulated without even studying and just let me see what you get.
Yeah, just to
knock it out.
Just a benchmark.
No studying whatsoever.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 66%.
How long did it take him to do it?
24 minutes, 27 minutes?
27 minutes. He knocked it out.
Less than 30.
And got a 66%. He's already almost passing that exam. Test taking techniques, guys. That's how you know test taking techniques work. You don't even study and you already almost there.
Yeah.
I can't tell you guys enough how important these skill sets are.
Yeah.
You want to know how to do it fast? Angel's showing you right here.
There you go.
Congratulations, young man. Let's get this thing done.
Congratulations.
We got to talk to you in about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Let's get this thing done. And then that way we can have you fully licensed, if not a principal by 4th of July.
Woo.
At this rate.
Yeah. I know, it's going to happen.
Hey, yeah, darn right. Be like under 20 years. You can't even drink yet, but you'll be a principal.
Right.
Can't even drink legally,
Exactly.
right?
Maybe all doing compliance, but you can't drink.
He's I'll tell you what to do over here, but I can't drink yet.
That's right. I love it.
But hey, that's the way to do it. Congratulations, and let's just keep it going.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love that.
Woo, man. Who's fired up?
I'm fired up.
I'm fired up.
I'm gonna take it to another test.
And that's how you do it. Just knock it out, guys. I'm telling you. You don't make it more complicated than it is. Learn those techniques. Just set your goal and just knock it out. That's it.
Yeah, guys. And by the way, I know he didn't say it, but I'm going to say it. He said he woke up early, focused on studying for 2 hours. Guys,
he said it.
No,
Some people didn't grasp it.
Right. No, he said that, but it's not that he didn't do anything during the day. Guys, he was working on his business. He's a very busy individual in his business. So he got 3 hours of studying done a day. Like 3 hours, quality over quantity all the time.
All the time, every day. I say it all the time about the gym. There's always that one fool who's on the treadmill for like 6 hours and still has the same body from like 3 months ago.
Yep.
Why? Because when he's on there, he's barely moving, barely walking. I mean, yeah, he's showing up. Yeah, he's putting in some effort, right?
Yep.
Doing better than most.
Yeah.
But if you really want to get over to that goal, if you really want to have results, you got to push yourself and just have good quality time. Do a good 45 minutes in the gym.
Yeah.
Make yourself sweat, right?
Yep.
And then be done. Go knock out your business, do other things.
Good.
I'm telling you, this guy's got to be RVP soon.
That's right.
So he's got other things he's got to do, and you can too.
Yep.
Great job. I love the fact that Jasmine did all the hours. She counted up the hours. She's like, dang, that's all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Love it. But guys, he did say this, and I do want to say this. He said that our videos are great, which thank you. But he also said it's the quizzes, it's the trial and error, it's the repetition of the quizzes, it's the learn by doing. It is.
And I'll do my tamale analogy, right? Look, Brandy and I can show you you can watch a million videos on how to make a tamale, right? But we can all agree you're not going to learn as much as you are by actually putting that corn husk in your hand, right? The hoja, right? And putting the masa and spreading it all around, putting the meat and messing up and having your abuela just yell at you, right? That's where you're doing it. That's where you're learning, right? Grandma's just telling you what you're not doing right, what you're doing right, because you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're actually in the act of doing it. And that is where the learning's at. Yeah, you got to see the basic concepts in the video, but the learning is in the doing.
Yes.
So make sure you're knocking those quizzes out. Make sure you're taking the information as we show you in all the Kona stuff and how to utilize that information and put it to good use.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of test taking techniques, let's get into it. It is the Series 6. We're going to have a question from 6 different exams. That means we're going to have a question from the SIE, the 6. Pay attention to that, Angel. You're a brand new Series 6 studier. So 63, 26, 65, and Series 7. We're going to have a question from all of those different exams tonight. And we're going to go over them with test taking techniques. Now, what you should pay attention to is how Brandy's answering it. Why is she looking at answers? How come she's not looking at the question? Simple. When you read answers first, you read the question with intent.
Yes.
You stop going around in circles and becoming a 25 read questioner, right? You read the question like 25 times over.
Yeah.
You're still confused on the 26th time, right? You have that problem. Start reading the answers first. You'll start reading those questions with intent.
Yep.
Look for patterns like Brandy's going to show you. She's going to highlight that. Look for the little things that helps you see the content a little easier and clearer. So pay attention to all those little things, even if it's not your exam. So let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. I'm scrolling too fast. All right. So I have 2,500 shares at $3.20 a share. I got 400 shares worth 16. I got 400 at 20, and I've got 25 at 8, right? So right away, guys, I got I'm just going to do it off to the side here, right? So you guys can see it. I got a high number and a low price. I got a low number, and compared to $3, I got a high price. I have another low number and a high price, and I've got a high number and a low price, right? So I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, this is either splits or stock dividends, right? And I do know this, they have to be opposite, right? And I'm like, that's opposite. Oh, they're all opposite. Okay, so that's not a connection because they're all opposite, right? So let's go to the question. And the question says, your client owns 1,000 shares of LMN corporation stock trading at $8 a share. LMN declares a 25 reverse stock split. So, okay, reverse tells me my number is going to go down. I'm reversing my split. That's a lame way of saying I'm gluing it back together. So I know my numbers have to be down. So you're out and you're out. Process of elimination right away.
Right.
Okay. And then I start off with $8, but oh my gosh, I have 16 and 20. They're both high. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you what I did, and then I'm going to tell you how to solve it.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd you do?
So I'm looking at the 8. I see the 2. I see the 5. I see the 400. I see the 20. And I don't know why, but that 5 said, I bet you it's $20 a share. I don't have any other basis other than the 5
goes into 20 evenly.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what I was thinking.
I'm
I'm
not,
like 20 is what do they call it? A multiple of 5?
yeah, like I'm not seeing the $16 coming out of a 2 and a 5, right? So I went with, I did this and I said, I'm just going to click on that and let me see what I get. And I was right.
I mean, think about that. You can get 20 with the multiples of 2, right?
Right.
You can hit 20 with a multiples of 5.
Yeah.
You cannot hit 16 with a multiple of 5.
No, and guys, I want to show you the math, but I don't think I need to. I don't want to, I guess I should say, because we don't need it.
And that's where I'm going to tell you. And then we did talk to Angel before, and he was saying, he goes, I had a calculator, I never picked it up at once. Yeah. That's how you get these math questions without having to use a calculator and not having to do it. Just think about it. Common sense, right?
Yeah.
16 is not even an option on there because you can't get into it. You can't get to it with a 5.
Right. Exactly.
Not evenly.
Right. And it's the trial and error thing. I see the 5, I see the 20. I'm just going to click it and I got it.
There you go.
And I didn't have to do the math. All right. All right. Series 6. I have closed-end funds are subject to sales load. Closed-end funds are not negotiable, but are considered strict. What? Not negotiable, but they're strict. Never heard of that. Closed-end funds cannot be traded in the secondary market. Closed-end funds are traded in the secondary market and
ooh, I love the ends.
You do. And their ownership can be transferred across individuals. Okay. Oh man, is this that open and closed thing? I never can.
All I'm saying is if I have no clue what's going on the screen, I'm picking the and.
Right? So check this out. So the question says, for what reason are shares of closed-end funds negotiable? I don't know about you guys, but have you guys ever been to like a swap meet or an open air market?
Heck yeah.
Right? And don't you negotiate the price?
How do you think else I got this Louis Vuitton?
Right? Right. Louis Vuitton. Right? But no, seriously, right? It's negotiable. You go to like a market like that, you're going to negotiate the price. Okay. And that's usually secondary market. Right. And like the word I'm using, and we're transferring the ownership between individuals. Right.
Look at that. Andy would have got it right just because there's an and.
Look, guys, I'm not even looking at any of this. None of this. I'm just looking at the word negotiable. I'm going to trade and it's going to be across individuals. That's it.
It's almost like it's negotiating.
But I don't know.
You
don't need to know.
Sometimes the more you guys know, the worse it gets.
Take it out of securities. A lot of times take these words out of securities word and just apply them to like, every day.
Right.
All right. Series 7. Ooh, that's not my test. That's okay. An investor who only has capital growth. An investor who only has capital preservation. Oh, these are as investment objectives. An investor who has both income and capital growth as investment objectives. Andy's favorite word again. And an investor who's looking to reduce his tax obligations. The only time we could do this is if we have tax deductions. Okay. If we have tax deductions, we can reduce our tax obligations. Right. So that's what I would be looking for in my question. You guys ready? A convertible bond. That doesn't sound like I'm going to be doing any tax deductions in that. So
okay.
You're out.
I don't know if the answer is right. No clue.
Okay.
But it says convertible.
Okay.
I automatically would pick and. Why? Because I'm going from my top up to my top down. That's my car. I went from a hard top to the open air. Okay, so you're literally only relating convertible. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I think. I don't know about anything else. I'm a transformer, man. I'm going from robot to car to robot, converting. There you go. That's it. I mean, I'll go a little further, right? Yeah. For the folks at home, like the T's are like, oh my gosh, please, I need to understand this. Yeah. So, the A personalities are like, oh, dude, I'm sold on this. Right. So bonds do income. This is going to help those of you who have suitability questions like in the Series 6. So bonds have income and we're going to convert to common stock, and we convert to common stock, and common stock is for growth and appreciation. So if I have income, boom, and I have growth, boom. See, that's it. So now you guys got the connection. I'm all, let me be your explanation.
I'm just kidding. All right. I have an agency or official. Whoa. I love when I do that. That's so fun. Back. I have an agency or an official empowered by the state law to regulate the securities industry in that state. I don't know, but that sounds like the administrator. I have an individual associated with an investment advisor. I bet you that means there's advice, who manages the accounts. Okay. I have an individual who represents an issuer trying to sell securities. Okay, so right away, guys, I have individual and individual. These two are opposite of each other, right? Because this is like two that are talking about individuals. And then I have a broker dealer that frequently works with another broker dealer. Okay, so two individuals, I'm going to look for advice, right? Or I'm going to look for agents. So admin, advice, agents, or I guess broker dealers. Let's go. Which of the following is an agent?
It's that simple. It's that simple. It's in the wording.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? We can all agree agents sell.
Yeah, they do.
There you go.
Yeah. Real estate agents sell.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Don't overcomplicate it.
It's almost like it wants you to pick it, but yet some of y'all are just, it
almost like it screams at you, pick me. And you're like, nah, man.
Some of y'all are just like, nah.
You know that teacher, you know how there's always that kid that sits in the front row and the teacher asks a question and they're like, this, pick me. I want to know the answer. And then there's that person in the back that's like, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me. Please don't pick me. That's what some people do. They pick the one that's going, don't pick me. Don't pick me. Don't pick me.
Yeah.
Not the kid going, I know it. I know it. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. During the annuity period, during the accumulation period, only during the payout period, or anytime before. Okay. Check this out, right? I was looking at this question for a second and I'm like, well, I've got during and during. So these two are opposite, right? Only during the payout. Well, keyword there, payout and the annuity period are actually the same thing. So why, so annuity and payout, that's the same thing. So because based on that, right, I can't pick that one. And anytime before the accumulation period, it means like there's no money because you're not accumulating.
Before the accumulation period, that literally means
any time, like
before I started the account.
Yeah, like doesn't make sense, right?
Before I brought my checkbook.
Right. So you're not accumulating yet. So there's nothing in there. Right. So if I'm going based purely on technique, the answer is going to be B. Right.
We haven't looked at the answer yet.
I know.
Question yet.
I know we haven't, but look, the answer is B, because I'm just looking at the words. Annuity and payout are the same thing. And so A and C can be eliminated right away, but A and B are opposite of each other. And they say that most of the time, if you see two that are opposite of each other, one of those has to be the answer. Well, I just crossed off A, right? I crossed off that one. I crossed off that one, right? But let's look at the question. When may a variable annuity account be surrendered? Well, you can't surrender something that hasn't even started. Make sense? Okay.
Right.
Okay, so you guys...
I haven't even started you yet, but I'm already quitting you.
Okay, so you guys got to...
That's like breaking up with somebody before you even dated them.
Yes. Okay, guys.
I didn't even go out on a date with you. Yeah, but it's already no.
Yeah. No. Wait, but what? No. So look at this question. This question is horrible.
Yeah.
So I spent too much time on this question. I'm going to admit it. I spent way too much time on this question because I'm looking at my answer choices and I'm looking at the question, right? And at first I was going like, okay, so like there and there and there, right? And then I was going, okay, but where?
What exam is this?
This is the 65. And I was going, but this and this and this and this. I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. So I had to like literally focus a lot on this question. So let me reveal the question, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you everything, right? So it says, which of these portfolio allocations would you expect to show the least volatility over the next year? Now, this word right here stands for standard deviation. Deviation means how far you deviate off of your path. Does that make sense?
When you're on a hiking trail.
Exactly. So, you deviate from the plan. That means you do something different, right? We all know what that word means, right? Okay. So I go, well, if I want least volatility, that means I'm going to deviate the least. So the answer is 10.02, right? That's the lowest number. So I'm going on here and I'm going, what the heck? Like, how does that translate to these answer choices? And then finally it dawned on me. I go, oh, 20 and 80, 20 and 80. Okay, that's the answer. Okay. So it took me a minute to find the connection of the answer to the answer. Does that make sense? Like I knew it was 10.02, but I'm like, where is that in there? Okay. Look at this stupid, mean explanation, guys. This imposing and looking question should take 10 seconds to do. Do you guys know what I wanted to do to this question right there? I wanted to say, F you, maybe if you clearly explained what you were doing, then maybe I would have taken 10 seconds to answer the stupid question. But because your question was unclear, it took me longer. So it's your fault. I was so mad. Anyways, I just thought I would share that with you guys.
All right.
That was it.
Brandy's aggression getting worked out here.
I know. What the heck? Anyways.
So what was the quick way around that?
Oh, it was the deviation. It was just 10.2. And you just had to kind of look at what the percentages of the numbers meant.
Oh, see? Easy.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple again.
Yeah. It was just 10.02. It was the smallest number.
I'm least, like, because I know most SA personalities, we saw numbers and we just zoned out.
No, I hear you. And
blacked out for a minute.
They know that.
Like, oh,
they know that. They know that.
Yeah, I know, because that's exactly why they have it in there.
Yeah.
So got to keep your wits about you when they have those numbers and you realize it's not that difficult, and don't black out.
And also realize that the person who's giving you the quizzes are not the people writing the exam.
Exactly. So none of these Q banks, guys, I'm going to tell you that right now. None of these Q banks are like the exam.
None of these Q banks are perfect.
None of them are perfect, and none of them are like the real exam either.
Yeah.
And you heard from our passer,
Angel?
No, not well, yeah, we did hear from Angel, but we heard from our from Ryan.
Oh, right.
He said, like, I never passed any of these Q bank quizzes ever. Like I got 60%. I wouldn't pass the real exam.
Yep.
I feel like the real exam was easier for me.
Yep.
So don't waste your time trying to master questions you'll never see in the real exam. Get the concepts, focus on your technique. Just like you saw Angel, he didn't even study. And he's already getting 60 something in 66%. That's already a passing score. If you think about it, he's 5 points away from getting a passing score. He would have answered 3 different questions right. He would have got a passing score. All based on techniques, no content at all.
There you go.
So there you go. That's the proof right there. So don't overcomplicate it this weekend. Just free your mind, like Brandy was saying, and just keep it simple. Don't get intimidated, even if the explanation is mean, right? And just stay after it. Stay consistent. Thank you, Angel, for being on here. 7 days. Look, if one person can do it, you can do it too.
Yes.
So there you go. Just got to be consistent. Stay after it, and be safe this weekend. Be safe. Be safe, everybody.
Be safe.
Take care of yourselves. Until then, everybody, make sure to wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your friend's face, and keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to take those quizzes tonight and through the weekend. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one, guys.